go. Last one. This is the one. Come on, bud. Three. Let's go, last one. Make this one count. Let's go, last one. Finish. Right there. Done. 5 more. Get you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Ouch. Come on, 3 more. Let's go, last one. This is it. Come on! Let's go. 5 good ones. Finish! Whew. Alright, I just wrapped up a really good chest workout, day 179. What a beautiful lift today was. Absolutely amazing. Killed the chest. Tons of blood flow. Switched some things up. I did some really high volume on bench. You'll see that in the video. Jumped over into some flat bench dumbbells. Worked some good sets there. Incline bench. Then I switched it up even a little bit more and did some incline dumbbell single arm bench press. I love those. Great way to isolate the muscles. Of course, some incline flies and then pec deck. So overall, just a really, really, really good day. So I'm going to jump into some questions and comments. I want to hit the last couple days. I'm primarily going to stick to the questions just because of how many questions and comments have come in over the last little bit. But before I do that, I want to wish my beautiful girlfriend a happy Valentine's Day. I love her to death. She is just an amazing, amazing woman, and I absolutely love her. Could not be doing any of this without her support and love and just all the amazing times we have. So definitely want to say happy Valentine's Day to my beautiful girlfriend. So love you, and let's jump into some questions and comments. So I'm going to start with day 175. Which was a arm day. It was also a refeed day, and it was a day that I spent some time with the family out on the ice fishing, so it was a great day. So let's jump into again, I'm probably going to stick to just the questions just because of all the questions and comments that have come in, so I apologize All you guys know I love to try to hit as many questions and comments as I can that come in on the videos. But again, just given the time and whatnot, I want to kind of don't want to leave. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. So this is day 175, and we're going to do just the questions primarily in this one. So we have the first one coming in from Outsider DF. The one question I have on the ranting, what's the catch, question mark. The Olympia guys are jacked, gain huge muscles, and work hard at that. Yes, they're on steroids, but they're still the best in the world. I'm not sure I'm following the problem other than you don't like the change to something else, which is kind of pointless. If people are getting results, you like an old school form of lifting. I don't get what makes that better than Derek Lunsford's way. Just because you think it's easier, question mark. These dudes are busting their ass all year, laugh out loud. Appreciate the question / comment. The first question is asked, what's the catch? If you guys have watched the last couple videos, last week I did some ranting on the old school, new school. Obviously I'm not going to get back into that because I'll start ranting again. But to answer the question, what's the catch? You kind of answered that already in the second question when you say just because you think it's easier, question mark. It's not that I think, I know that it's easier. So the Derek Lunsfords, the Sam Suliks, the Nick Walkers, all the Olympias, they are taking an easier route to training. It's a fact. The abundant use of machines are a whole lot easier than using free weights. Now the point and / the catch of these rants is to encourage people and or to at least think that you can't choose the easy way to attain what you're looking to attain. You cannot choose what Sam Sulik is doing, what Derek Lunsford's doing, and think that you're going to achieve that. And what they're showing is the easiest way that I think of doing that. They're using machines, easier than free weights. They're using PEDs, which is a shortcut. And again, that's the point. That's the catch. That's the rant. That's the philosophy behind that. So yes, you answered the first part of your question, what's the catch, with the second question, just because, yes, I do think it's easier. So appreciate the comment and shout out to you. But again, and also too, you know what? None of this stuff is ever taken personal. I think everybody has a right to their own opinion. And the reality is just like this person, it's okay. You don't get it. You're kind of the problem, to be honest, is what we're trying to change, what Blood and Guts 2.0 is trying to change, is that this mindset that this easy road, right, this easy way is ingrained now in you. And again, you don't even see it. You don't understand it. And that's okay. Not everybody gets this. The people that get it, and the people that don't. And and that's okay. That's all right. Healthy debates, healthy conversation, going back and forth. But again, these are clear facts. We cannot sum up training in one little % of the population, the Sam Suliks and the Derek Lunsfords. That is not the picture of training. That is not it. That's such a small percentage of what's happening in this whole bodybuilding and training world. It is not the reality. And again, if you are looking at Sam Sulik and looking at Derek Lunsford, you are going to automatically think, wow, I can get on cable flies and take PEDs and be Mr. Olympia. It ain't happening. I can do no dumbbell work, very little free weight work, use all machines, go on PEDs, and get a sponsor from Hostel. You can't. It's impossible. It's setting up people for failure. It's allowing them to no longer cherish what they have inside. It's taking away from them gaining the love and passion to do this, because that to some degree becomes unattainable. You can't walk in someone else's shoes. You have to do what works best for you. And the whole ranting is you have to work for it. You have to start with what's harder first. You can't just you can't just be handed things. You have to put the time in before you use PEDs. You have to use free weights before you start using machines. This is the process. This is how it works. This is how it works. You do nothing for a foundation. If you're going to live and love this, you do nothing for yourself building a foundation by using cable flies. You do nothing. That does nothing. So I'm sorry, but here I go again. I apologize. Getting back to the question, so appreciate that. Got another one here from Joe Calero, 2563. BG question I have to ask, what razor do you use for the dome? I sport the greatest hairstyle known to man, the bald, laugh out loud. Joe, I use the cheapest 4-blade razor you can find at Dollar General. It's that simple. I don't even know what the brand is, but it works really good. It works really good. I used to use a good old-fashioned Gillette 2-blade. I used those for years. Those worked really well, and then they weren't there at Dollar General one day, and I went to these, and they work really good. But I don't even know the brand, but appreciate the question. Another one from 917RH. Killer workout. Thanks for taking us on the ice. Laugh out loud. Great refeed. I'm sure your girlfriend and son were excited to make it home to the warmth. Laugh out loud. I have a question about those boots. May seem dumb to ask, FYI. Did you get them online? Do they work? Do they do well when walking on slick surfaces? Yeah, they got great grip on them. Obviously, I didn't test the grip on the ice. We used ice cleats because the ice was pretty slippery that day. But yeah, they're muck boots. I think they're 1,200 gram Thinsulate, really warm, great, obviously waterproof, great boots. I got them at Tractor Supply. I did not get them online. So appreciate the question. Definitely not a dumb question, man. Got one here from OTXRich7287. What is your Instagram? Enjoy your content. If you don't have Instagram, you need to make one. Way more people would find out about you. Love the content. Keep effing killing it. Shout out to you. I do not have Instagram right now. YouTube is all I'm using. So, but either way, appreciate the question. I'm going to jump into day 176. This was a deadlift and hamstring day. I jumped into my old suit, my powerlifting suit, and just wanted to get a feel of it again, have some fun, switch some things up. One of the main points of that was also to tap into the central nervous system. If you're following along, you know my philosophy behind that, especially during this no days off training cycle. So I'm going to jump into day 176. And again, like I said, I'm just going to try to primarily hit the questions that came in. I have a question here. Brother, how many sets of flat bench press can you do in a session, heavy powerlifting style, before your elbows start to hurt? I think I got tendonitis. Great video. Greetings from Peru. You know what? As far as everybody's different. I've been there with tendonitis plenty times in this career of training. The best thing I can say for tendonitis from my perspective is continue to get blood in the area in which the tendonitis is there. You may have to stay away from heavy pressing. I know for me, heavy pressing with a lot of sets, especially in the max effort range. So we're talking higher intensity, lower volume. When I'm training for powerlifting, like training like a powerlifting cycle for a meet, overloading the bench with 700-800 pounds. Remember, I bench in a bench shirt. Week after week, put a lot of stress on my elbows and joints, especially also holding the bar on squat. Man, I tell you what, squat was a huge thing for me. The way I would hold it would really cause a lot of discomfort, tendonitis kind of related discomfort. But as far as reps and bench sets and all of that, I would really take it in the moment and feel things out. Maybe you want to, if you're training to bring your bench up and you want to kind of have a, steady cycle of increasing bench each week, increasing the weight of bench, play it out. Maybe you have a number you want to hit for the day or a percentage that you're looking for on the bench for a day, and you hit that 1 rep max. Rather than kind of doing any more sets, call it, really lighten up the load, get a lot of blood in the muscle. And then really focus on some extension exercises and stuff like that. And obviously the extension exercises for triceps will have a benefit in both areas. Number one, they'll have a benefit because triceps, you got to have strong triceps, and building your triceps up for your bench is absolutely amazing. But also at the same time, there's 3 parts. One is building triceps up for strength. Number two is you use some lighter weight, get a lot of blood in the area, all through this area will really help with tendonitis. That's my opinion. And then the third component is the stronger you make your tricep, right? So the bigger and stronger you make your tricep, not only is it going to help your bench, but also at the same time, the more strength and the more size of your tricep, the more the muscle will help relieve tension off of the tendonitis, right? So it's like your rotator, right? So you have rotator cuff issues. You know, if you go to physical therapy, you're going to build the muscles around the rotator in order to take stress off the rotator, right? So you do all those little therapeutic those therapeutic exercises with the goal of building the muscle around the rotator so that those muscles then take pressure off the rotator. The same concept. Work on the muscles around your tendonitis. Build those muscles up by doing little therapeutic exercises or getting a lot of blood in the muscle. And you'll start taking tension off your tendons. You'll start taking tension and start relieving some pain. Again, not giving medical advice. That's my opinion. But that's how I think you should deal with tendonitis. Getting a lot of blood in there for me in the past. I'm fortunate enough that, my tendonitis has come and gone. I've been in a really great rotation and/or process right now where the tendonitis is pretty much non-existent, and that's really helpful. So I'm thankful for that. But that's my advice to that. All right, so I'm going to try to wrap this up fairly quickly. I'm going to jump into day 177, which was a trap day. Again, just primarily going to hit the questions that came in on that video. Let's see here. We got one here from Salami Nugget, I think. Do you ever do Kelso shrugs? Just discovered these. You can do them with a barbell and dumbbells. I have not. I'm going to have to check that out. I do not. I have not heard of those Kelso shrugs. I'll have to check those out. Appreciate that though. Love that. Now, this is what it's all about. Sharing information. So absolutely shout out to that, but I have not. I'll definitely give them a try. And then we have one here from Eldorado Incaga. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. Hello friend, I'm setting up an old school gym. What equipment do you recommend? Thanks in advance and good video. Check out my video that I did, I believe, a week or so ago. I did a video on the 5 things you'll need in order to build a old school hardcore gym. I mean, the 5 things that I think are a priority in building your very own old school hardcore gym. So check that video out. But it's posted, and I can't remember what day it was, but I have it kind of in the thumbnail. So check that out. But appreciate the question. And then last here, we're going to jump into yesterday, which was a back day, and I'm going to hit the questions and comments that came in there as well. Primarily the questions, just because I got to get rocking and rolling here. First one coming in from Patrick Kendrick, 1988. How many warm-up sets do you usually do? Does it vary for each exercise? My warm-ups are exactly what you see in the videos. I take extreme light weight of the very first exercise that I'm going to do, and I count that as my warm-up. Today, I used the bar because I was getting ready to do bench. So I warmed up with the bar. That was the only warm-up I did. Then I jumped right into my first set. I do not count that warm-up as a set. So it could be dumbbell bench, right? So I'll start with a very light weight, a dumbbell bench, do a warm-up for the first exercise, and then start into my first set. That's all I do for a warm-up. Here's another one from Andrew Cochran. In your videos, do you count your warm-up sets? So again, here's another, right? So I just basically answered that, Andrew. All my warm-up are extremely light weight of the very first exercise I'm going to do for the workout. Again, just the bar, because I was going to do chest and start with bench, so I warmed up with the bar and then I jump into my first set. If it's shoulders and I'm doing military press, I'm going to start with a very light, or dumbbell military press, I'm going to start with a very light dumbbell and do a very light warm up of dumbbell military press before I jump into my first set. That is all I do for a warm up on every single day. Is literally the lightest weight of the very first exercise the movement, and I use that as my warm up, then jump into my first set. So there's all the questions that have come in. I'm sure there's more. I really apologize. I'd love to get to all of them, and especially I love reading the comments. But either way, I just got to wrap this up. I got a busy day today, so I am going to see you guys for tomorrow's lift. So keep killing it, and we'll see you tomorrow.